what's up?
I have no interest in being in a content cop because there's just too much to go off. It would be a 4-hour long video, and I'm not interested in working iDubbbz to death.
You know, that's a great point, Onision, but I don't think you'll have to worry because there isn't going to be a content cop made of you.
Hello everyone.
Hey guys, how's it going? Great to see you again. Now, I kind of wanted to make this video here, though I actually made a version of it not that long ago, but the audio was out of sync, and I felt like a real idiot putting that out there, and there were some people who were commenting on it saying, hey man, your audio's out of sync, so yeah, I think I fixed it. Let me know in the comments down below if the audio is better, especially if the audio quality is better than some of the other videos.
Why do people still like Onision? He's one of the shittiest people alive.
Also guys, if you liked the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and also check out my Twitter down below. All of the plugs aside, let's kind of jump into this. Now, is Onision ever going to get an iDubbbz content cop? I don't think so. And you know what? I'll tell you why. I'll break it down into kind of 3 big reasons. Now, reason number 1, Onision, though he was big at one point in YouTube, is sitting with about 2 million subscribers on his channels, and as you can see, he's not really growing all that fast. In fact, he's kind of already shrinking.
Why do people still watch Onision? He's a fucking hypocrite. We all are. We are all hypocrites. Like, for instance, you care about trees, right? So why do you live in a wooden house?
Now, iDubbbz, on the other hand, is sitting with about 7 million subscribers, and his channel is fastly growing. That being said, Onision's channel is already dying. And now, iDubbbz's content channel, his content cop channel, its sole goal isn't necessarily to destroy a living channel that's there, but it does kind of seek out people who are already big players, and Onision's kind of already irrelevant. Now, I can already imagine what you guys are saying. If he's irrelevant, then why are you making videos about him? Oh, that's a great question. Well, I'll tell you. It's because my channel is also very small, very irrelevant, and you know what? It's kind of just more fun that way if we're kind of on a more equal playing field. That being said as well, and he's kind of said it, Ian from iDubbbz, he doesn't like to punch down, you know? That's not very fun. It wouldn't be very fun. It'd be kind of like kicking a little dog, you know, if iDubbbz was going to go after Onision. Onision's kind of already out for the count. So let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is that Onision's kind of been low-key asking for a content cop. He hasn't kind of flat out and said, wow, I really want iDubbbz to do a content cop on me. He's been playing this kind of real coy game. He kind of likes to put out videos that say, wow, I really hope he doesn't put a content cop out on me. I have a video that I'm going to put a link to in the description. It's by a guy named Kwite. He does a really good job of explaining this point out. He breaks it down in a video that just kind of shows how Onision's kind of, you know, beating around the bush, really just trying to, he wants a content cop, but he's not going to flat out admit that he's desperate enough for a content cop. And Kwite does a really good job of showing that in his video. I really recommend you guys check it out. I'll put a link down in the description next to, you know, my Twitter link and things like that. So don't forget to check those out too while you're there. Then there's reason number 3. So many YouTubers have already went after Onision, myself included, and it's almost kind of like what else could be said about the guy, honestly, and it's almost kind of hard to say that even as well, because there's so much about Onision that probably hasn't been said, and I'm sure there could be a lot added on there, but, you know, if iDubbbz is going to do the next content creator, or content cop, he needs to go after a content creator that's a little bit more equitable to his level, and someone he can really just go after. Onision, and it's almost one of those things, and you might have heard about it, when people are making documentaries and there's too much information out there, they almost have a harder time making the documentary because they don't even know where to start. That's kind of what we're going on with Onision, and unfortunately, iDubbbz doesn't need to make a content cop on Onision. The random person just needs to watch Onision's channel and understand what's going on, and they understand why the channel's falling apart. It's kind of self-explanatory. One thing I thought that was pretty funny as well, a lot of people would call Onision a pedophile, and he keeps saying, well, I'm not a pedophile, that's for prepubescent children, and I'm not attracted to those. And I had a commenter that tossed up something called a heapophile, and I thought that was really interesting, and I guess that's the correct word, so just so you guys know, I know I don't encourage harassing anybody, but if information is going to go out there, it should probably be the right information. I mean, so that's kind of it right there, guys. Now, I know it's a little bit tricky for me. I was kind of trying to retread my steps a little bit because, like I said, this is a remake of an earlier video now. I won't necessarily pull that video off. I'll update the thumbnail so it says you know, this is the old video, and then once I get this one up and running, then that video will be, I'll unlist it, I'll get rid of it, but so that this one can kind of take the reins from there as the newer video. But you know, I always appreciate you guys kind of stepping in and watching. I love the feedback that's there. And just to kind of go back over it, you know, the three things that we were kind of talking about: Onision, he's already irrelevant. Everything that's been said about him has already kind of been said, and the guy is, I mean, the guy's got a dying channel, okay? He doesn't need a guy with 7 million subscribers and very active users. You know, he doesn't need to be pulling over those viewers into his channel. Just, he doesn't need more views to help him pay for, you know, what he did to the wetlands and his taxes. Not only that, some people were making jokes, and it really was cracking me up. There's a lot of people out there who will say things like, you know, Onision doesn't need a content cop, he needs a real cop, you know, for what he did to the wetlands. It's tricky. I'm so conflicted, because I would love to see an iDubbbz content cop on someone like Onision. If there's anybody out there who deserves to be just knocked down a peg, it's Onision. The guy is self-righteous, he's condescending, the guy is just, he's cocky, dude. He's got so many issues going on in his life. He doesn't understand why people don't like him and why his channels are dying. And it just blows my mind that someone can be that not self-aware. All that being said, guys, I always appreciate when you guys tune into the video. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. If iDubbbz was going to do a content or what do you think? Would he do a content cop? Probably not. And another thing I'll point out there as well, iDubbbz seems like he's kind of done with content cop. It's been about a year since he did his last one, and he wouldn't waste the time on Onision. But let me ask you this. If iDubbbz made a content cop, would you watch it? Because I know I would watch it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, you know, like I said, probably for like the 3rd time now, like, comment, subscribe. I keep thinking I'm going to end it, but then I just don't end it. I just love talking to you guys so much. I love this feedback that we have going on. It's awesome. I didn't expect this this channel to get as big as it kind of has gotten. And we're still a baby in the terms of YouTube, but it's so cool to go from under 1,000 subscribers to over 2,000. That's so incredible. And I just wanted to thank you guys for that. So, you know what? I mean, without wasting any more of your time, I hope you guys have a great night. One final thing before I go, one thing I noticed on Onision's channels and his videos is that there's only positive comments. Now, of course, that's not natural, and he was kind of bragging about that a little bit. And I'm guessing what's going on is he's filtering his comments, so he has to approve them before they're allowed, and he's only allowing the positive comments. One thing that kind of got me about that, man, and he kind of has an excuse. He says that because people were attacking his family, that's why he did it. Now, I get it, dude. It's not fun to be attacked, but at the same time, these are YouTube internet comments. Of course they're gonna be nasty. I get nasty comments. Every single creator on here gets nasty comments, man. There's nothing you can really do about it. Well, I guess short from censor them all out. But you know what, Onision? Not that I had a tremendous amount of respect for you in the first place, but that right there, to me, is what kind of puts the nail in the coffin for respect and for how redeemable you can be. The fact that you're trying to control the narrative around yourself as opposed to trying to actually change who you are. No, let's just censor everyone else instead of trying to actually become a better person. The fact that that's where your mind went, man, really just bums me out a little bit. It makes me really just determine that you really can't be redeemed, man. That there's no way that you will try to change to be a better person. It just blows my mind. And then you make these little clips where you like to laugh about it and you say, there's nothing else I could do. Yeah, there was nothing else you could do. How about making a real apology? Okay, maybe that's what people want to see. Maybe so many people will be less upset if you came out there and you just were real for 1 second. You always brag about being the most real YouTuber. You just come out there and do it then. Go out there and be like, hey, listen, I've been really messed up and I'm sorry. And you know what? Leave it at that. Don't do anything else, and then change and be a better person. And I'm sorry that the apology wouldn't even be just enough, but you've kind of tried to trick people like that in the past. But you have to apologize and then just kind of withdraw from it, man. That's all you can really do. But you know what, guys? That's my rant there at the end. I was just so bummed that he got rid of his comments there because there was some funny stuff in there. But other than that, you know what? You guys enjoy the rest of your night.
Ah, fuck. What do you want from me?